Hurricane force winds Friday night in through early Saturday. Let me get a little bit closer with the modeling. And again, these are the suite of models that we look at. A couple of outliers, the trajectory models, we're just going to ignore those. But again, you can see a lot of these come up here and then start to recurve the storm. And right again, as we look at the GFS model, which has been performing pretty well with the system, this is Saturday at 1 o'clock in the morning. So this keeps updating, and we'll continue to update when we get the new run here. But I'm going to put this into motion. That's Saturday at 7:30 in the morning. It places the core of this hurricane right near the center of the coast, which is Charleston. And again, anything left, a little bit left or a little bit right of that, it's still going to be the same outcome. Hurricane force winds, storm surge, and a lot of damage in and around that core. And then as we make our way on into Saturday night, the storm starts to pull away, maybe a little bit slower up toward the outer banks, and then eventually into early Sunday morning, it starts to pull away off to the north and east, and we'll be on the downside of that storm. So the impacts right now, and we're going to fine-tune these, I think, over the next hour or so as we hit for 5 o'clock and get the new advisory. So we're talking about hurricane force winds possible across the South Carolina coast starting later Friday. Surf is going to be very high. Offshore, we could see 50-foot seas for mariners, but even along the coastline, very high surf. Storm surge of 3 to 5 feet is not out of the question. The water inundation with this, as it comes up from the north, is going to be spitting that air coming in right off the ocean. But because the coast is southwest to northeast, the angle of approach of the storm is critical to how much storm surge we have. So that's very much into the equation, which we'll continue to look at. 4 to 8 inches of rain certainly possible as it comes up from the south, depending on the speed of the storm. And certainly the tides will continue to watch as well. ThreatCon 1 out of 7, 1 out of 10, 10 being the strongest or the most impactful storm. We are now up to a 7. So that's pretty high. So we're going to continue to watch this. We'll fine-tune this forecast. And don't forget to download the app, because we're putting updates on the app all the time, especially after the major updates. By the way, we do get updates. We get new track models 5 p.m., 11 p.m., 9 a.m.
We got a project going. Just went and got sheetrock down. There's a damn hurricane coming. I got all this paneling in here. I've already started taking it down up there. I had a dead squirrel in the eave of the house right there. And I was trying to find out what the hell the smell was. It was horrible. Anyway, I went and got some sheetrock. I'm taking down all this paneling, re-insulating, because there was no insulation up there, very little in that corner, and I'm putting insulation in all those parts. And I'm putting this drywall up all the way across here, all the way across there, and down this wall right here. I'm gonna reserve this wall and where the cabinets are until I redo the kitchen. We're gonna go out here. As you saw, we've got a hurricane heading our way, so I've got to come out here and put some stuff up. I got to put my grinder in the shop. My air compressor's got to go in the shop. I'm gonna move my lawnmowers. This table's got to go somewhere. Maybe I came out here earlier today and put the cover on the pool, but I doubt it's gonna do any good. I got to get the generator out. I'm gonna do that first. I think the carburetor's float's stuck. I gotta check that and fix it. Today is Tuesday, and they're talking about everything is going to be closed up tomorrow afternoon until after this is over with. So Dad's gone to the store to get some water and some drinks and some food. But anyway, I gotta get this out of here and work on it and make room for some of these other things that I took out of here to clean this shop out. I have not had the time to come out here and do a proper job of cleaning. So everything is going to get packed in here. And I would imagine that I'm going to have to keep an eye on this top since I just put it on here. I don't know how well it's adhered. I got plenty of nails. 1.5 inch nails. You can see them suckers sticking out up there. So anyway, I got to take care of that. And any of you guys sent me anything? I might not get it until next week because of this weather. So keep your fingers crossed them dumbasses don't lose it somewhere. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm sticking around. They said if you live within 100 miles of the coast to move further inland. I live about 50 miles from the coast of Charleston, 30 miles from the edge of the city, but I'm not going anywhere. I was right here during Hugo, and that was a Cat 4, so I'm not going anywhere. I know if things get rough, I will go and hide in the bathroom. And you can say what you want about a damn bathroom. Let me tell you something. My stepdad, well, not my stepdad, my father-in-law, he had one of those Jim Walter homes. I don't know if you know what Jim Walter is. It's a house that you can get them to build it to any stage of completion, from the shell to 100% complete. And this house was built to shell status. Had a 7-foot ceiling all the way through the house. And let me tell you something. At the end of the hall, there were 2 closets. I shit you not, 2 closets, total width around 4 foot. Around 4 foot wide, and 10 feet long. Alright, we tore down all the inside walls except for those. Then we tore down all the outside walls except for those. Now we're talking about a roof that extends past that hallway out about 30 foot. You have 30 foot of roof, 20 foot wide, hanging on a 4x12, 4x10, 4x12 hallway closet area. That's how strong a bathroom can be. No walls around the outside of that roof. It was 20 foot, well, let me correct myself here. Yeah, let's say 20 foot wide, and the living room was 20 foot long, plus the length of the hallway and the closets. So it was about 20 by 35 roof. Okay, 20 by 35 roof, sitting on top of a hallway that was 10 foot long, 4 foot wide. It held up the whole damn roof of that house. So I can tell you from personal experience that a bathroom or a hallway can be extremely strong. It may tear down the rest of my house, but those parts will be just fine. So I'm not worried too much about me. I just don't want anything to happen to my house. I don't have insurance on my house. I can't afford it. It's like $1,500 a year. That's $1,500 more than I got. Me and Debbie got medical expenses we can't afford now, and things like that. So I can't afford homeowners insurance. God help me if somebody gets hurt on my property. But anyway, so I'm sticking around. I'm gonna get this here generator running, make sure it's not leaking, and she's going to get some food and probably go back and get some more gas for it, and we should be just fine. But just giving you heads up what's going on here in South Carolina. Good old Moncks Corner, Charleston area, Tri-County, Berkeley, Charleston, Dorchester County. Hope everybody out there is doing all right. Y'all have a great day.